Okay, first class. This week we're starting addition, but it's addition mentally. So it's in your head and it's on page 131. So we'll have a look here and we'll have a look that they have coloured all the cubes that are tens in red and all the units in green. Now we'll remember that because they ask you to colour them in a minute. So having a look at the example here, it says 25 plus 3. So we're going to check it out. So yes, there are 2 tens and 5 units, and we're going to add on another 3 units. So there's my 2 tens in red. There's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units, so that's 25, that's right. And then I'm going to add on another 3 units. There's 1, 2, 3. Coming across, this gives us still 2 tens. There's my 2 tens. And it gives us the 5 units from there, plus we're adding the 3 units from here. So we have 2 tens, which is 20, plus the 5 units, plus the 3 units, which is 5 and 3 makes 8, 28. And over here, have a look, we have our 2 tens and our 8 units in green. So what they're asking you to do on this page is colour all the tens in red, colour the units in green, and by the time you come across the page, you should have added up all your tens together and all your units together for your answer. Now when we move to the next page, we're doing the same thing, but we're moving it on slightly and we're going to write the sums down here. So again, they've done the same as the last page. They've done 24 plus 3. So we have our 2 tens in red, our 4 units in green, plus we're adding 3 units in green. Altogether that gives us 2 tens, which is 20, and 7 units, which is 27. But this time they've written it. So they've written tens in units at the top, 24 plus 3 is 27. So we're going to have a look at question 1 and we're going to try and do it together. So question 1 on page 132, and I've written it on a board. So the question is, question 1, 23 plus 4. Now we'll just check that I'm right. 23 plus 4, so I'm right. I've written tens in units at the top, and remember when we're adding, we always start at the top and we always start on the unit side. So 3 plus 4, because we're adding, there's my sign to tell me add. 3 plus 4 is 7. So I'm going to write 7 down here on my units side. Coming over to my tens, 2 plus nothing still gives me 2. So my answer to that is 27. Now the other sums on that page are all done exactly the same way, but be careful, make sure that you have checked your answer before you write it down, okay? Now moving on to our next page. So page 133. Again, this is thinking, it's mental strategies. And what they're telling you is the little hint up here in the corner of the page, and it says, when adding tens to a number, the tens change, but the units stay the same. So this time, it's the tens side that's going to change. So again, they've coloured them in, the tens in red and the units in green. And they've asked you to do the same so that you don't get confused. So here, take our first example. 35 plus 10 is equal to 45. So have a look. We had 3 tens and 5 units. We've added another 10. So now we have 4 tens and 5 units. Looking at the next example, 42, 4 tens and 2 units, plus 20, so you've added another 2 tens, gives you 62, which is 6 tens and 2 units. And all of the sums down here are done exactly the same way. Turning to our next page, so this time we're on page 134. And again, it's addition. So the sums on the top here, you're adding tens. So 20 plus 10, 32 plus 10, 24 plus 40. Remember, your tens are going to change, but your units are going to stay the same. In question 4, in the first pink box, you're adding 10. In the second pink box, you're adding 20. And again, in the third box, you're adding 10. Question 7, you're adding 10. And question 8, you're adding 20. Don't forget the challenge at the bottom of the page.